Moment of truth. I hope this works. I'm in! Now all that's left is to unlock the door. It will be faster if I use the search instead. Wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. All right, let's check if Mrs. Bird has broken into the room.
Brilliant work there, Carla.
It takes two to tango. Do you think the earring's in her room?
Would you mind searching, dear? You're clearly more sharp-eyed than I am. I'll keep watch in case Portia decides to show up and find an excuse.
No problem. Just give me a shout if anything goes wrong.
Will do. Go on. Do some digging in there.
Now, where would the Queen keep her jewelry? I need to put a battery in. I need to put a battery in. I need to put a battery in. That's the earring. I should check with Mrs. Bird immediately. Mrs. Bird, I found the other earring to the pair.
Really? Show it to me, dear. Oh my, the earrings match perfectly. Does that mean that Portia assaulted the Admiral?
It's likely. Portia clearly wanted to keep Wilkinson and the others on the island.
Ooh, I knew she was capable of mischief.
We should keep this under wraps, at least until we find some more leads.
I'll see what Q can dig up when he returns.
Are you sure Q is innocent in all this?
What are you saying, dear? That boy wouldn't hurt a living thing, but I'll give him an earful for disappearing on us like that. You bet I will.
Well, let's hope he turns up soon.
Speaking of the Admiral, he was looking for you at breakfast.
Yeah, we have a few unresolved questions. Do you know where he is now?
Coming up with a plan B in his suite, I imagine.
Thanks again, Mrs. Bird. Take care now. Admiral, could we have a word?
I hope you've come to report, soldier.
How are you holding up? It must have been tough losing something so precious.
It's that obvious, huh? It broke my heart seeing Bessie in flames after all these years. Nonetheless, things come and go. That's just the way of life. So tell me, did you find anything out?
Someone used a fuel tank from the boathouse to torch Bessie.
Well, I figured it was arson. Things don't just randomly go up in smoke. Seems the storm's upon us now.
And it's a chilly one. Let me just shut that window first. I should lock... Much better.
So what's your theory about my boat, Miss Page?
Well, I think the culprit decided to burn it spontaneously. They smashed the boathouse lock, which shows they didn't have time to find the staff key. Exactly. I'm guessing you leaving the island wasn't something they wanted to happen.
Whoever did the deed must have heard me at Portia's dinner party. I bet it's that clown, Freddy Wolf. You've questioned him already, haven't you?
Sure have. He actually told me he'd seen Q and Lucas fighting by the pool.
And you believe a drunken fool's ravings?
I wouldn't be so rash to reject a lead.
Well then, let's go and see what the gardener says. Where is Q?
He went to the jungle a while ago and still hasn't returned. I'm actually a bit worried.
That boy knows that wilderness like the back of his hand. I'm sure he'll be fine. Meanwhile, we could examine the greenhouse camera footage.
Oh, that's worth a shot. I doubt it'd be scrambled.
To the security office, then. Let's find out who the liar is. I'll rewind the footage to the day and time Lucas died. Moment of truth, Ms. Page.
So Q really was here.
And Freddy was lying through his teeth. Again, he must be the one who killed Lucas. It seems I underestimated Mr. Wolf. He's a menace that must be stopped. Lucas must have kept a gun as a security measure. Probably in the safe by my feet.
Whoa, isn't a gun a bit excessive?
Being excessively cautious is why I'm still alive, Ms. Page. Now, there has to be a way to open that safe. The logo on the safe.
What about it?
I'm certain it belongs to a famous security company that specializes in electronic security. There might be software on the computer linked to the safe.
Lucky for us, I have access to Lucas's PC. Let me check. It will be faster if I use the search instead. Okay, that should do it. Something should have opened. Let...
Give me the gun, please.
Do you intend to use it on Freddy?
If push comes to shove, and I'm out of options, yes. Now stop this rebellious act, and just give me that goddamn gun.
I think it's safer if I keep it, Admiral.
Have you gone mad?
Maybe, but I feel like you're too personally invested.
Could you even pull the trigger?
Let's just find Freddy before we play judge, jury, and executioner.
I bet he's plotting something nasty in his room. Where the heck is Freddy?
Maybe he's decided to run away into the jungle.
Probably, if he's realized we're onto his lies. But there's no way off Esperanza, and he can't lurk in the jungle forever. Wolf, that reminds me. I once walked in on Freddy writing something in a notebook. He hid it from me as if his life depended on it, and now I wonder.
Was there anything special about that notebook?
There must have been. I'd never seen him carry it around the mansion. And the way he hid it, that notebook has to be significant. Help me look for it, will you? I recall it had a soccer club logo on the front.
Of course. I'll search the room. I'll leave the Admiral to search this area. I'll look in the other part of the room. Why did Freddy bring a newspaper to the island? Are these photos of him and his girlfriend? Geez, his face is scratched off in them. He also kept an article about the accident his girlfriend died in. I should take a photo of this.
Did you find anything?
Nothing but clothes.
I thought there would be something of interest in there. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's continue with the search.
I need to break a piece off. I need to break a piece off.
That's the one, right?
Jackpot, Miss Page. Let's have a look. It's all gone?
Accident? I don't get it.
These are the ravings of a psychopath. We have to find Freddy before he hurt someone. There's no time to play around. Give me the gun now, Carla.
Don't be so rash, Admiral. The notebook mentions it was an accident, doesn't it?
God damn it, woman. If anyone else dies on this island, it's on you.
I'll handle it. Trust me.
Right then. We should tell Reuben what's been happening under his roof.
What about the others?
Just head upstairs and explain the situation to Reuben. I'll get everyone else.
All right, on my way. Reuben, I think we know who murdered Lucas.
What? Murder?
I think Freddy's notebook holds the answers you need.
Show it to me, please. Are you saying that Mr. Wolf wrote this?
Apparently, he'd been scribbling these confessions in his room.
Oh, God! Wake me up from this nightmare.
Is this the only proof you have, Carla?
Remember that pin I gave you? The one I found by the pool?
The enamel spade? I don't see how that's relevant.
I discovered it was torn out of Freddy's jacket. Probably during a struggle.
A fight between Lucas and Freddy? Are you sure?
Any other reason why Lucas's knuckles would be bruised? We checked his body with Cat.
Carla's right about that one, Reuben.
To think I brought a murderer into my home. Where the hell is Freddy now?
We couldn't find him. But Admiral Wilkinson has a plan, I bet. The others should be coming in here any moment.
Reuben? It's a miracle!
Oui, the Navarro bloodline is strong.
My dear, dear boy.
I knew you'd pull through, buddy.
Whoa, friends, be gentle with me. Our weekend has taken another dark turn, I'm afraid. Freddy Wolf seems to have murdered my security guard.
That sly bastard. What did I tell you?
I can't believe Wolfie would kill somebody.
Wilkinson, any idea where he could be?
My gut tells me he's cowering in the jungle.
Good Lord, Hugh is still out there somewhere. What if Freddy got to him?
Then we should team up and hunt that bastard down.
I trust you, Wilkinson. Are you proposing search parties?
Indeed, I'd prefer it if Ms. Page led one group to scour the jungle.
You can count on me, Admiral.
And that's exactly why you'll be calling the shots. Meanwhile, the other group will help me search the mansion.
I can't do this. Sorry, but you'll be better off without me.
You'll stay with Reuben and Mrs. Bird then. Putting them in harm's way is out of the question.
But
No negotiations. Who's going with you then, Carla?
I'd like Portia and Jax to accompany me to the jungle.
You ain't gonna regret this.
Oh, brilliant. A field trip with you two.
That's settled then. Let's leave no stone unturned, people.
Aren't we bringing light to that damn jungle? It's getting dark soon.
I bet Lucas had an electric lantern in case of power outages.
That'll do. I'll go search for it in the security room.
We'll meet you straight in the backyard then.
I need to remove the weight first. It's in the way. Got it. Portia and Jax must be waiting for me in the backyard. Perfect timing. This is gonna be nasty. I just hope we'll find Freddy, and soon. Huh? Have they taken shelter in the greenhouse? I've got the lantern. Are you two ready to head out?
Not when it's pouring down like that. I ain't going nowhere.
I still have an umbrella from our last hike, remember?
Good for you, Mary Poppins. Do you expect both of you to stay under that the whole time?
Yeah, I don't see that happening. So, if y'all help me find some raincoats, that'd be great.
Sure, I'll look around. There's something sticking out of that box. There might be raincoats inside. It's... Maybe I could use the umbrella as a lever to get it open?
Found him. I call dibs on the pink one.
I think I found enough raincoats for us.
Oh, let me see. That'll do, thanks. Now, let's go comb that jungle for Freddy. Freddy! Come out and face us, you coward!
Oh, save your breath. He must have escaped further into the jungle, over there.
Hell, we gotta cross that ravine?
We've crossed it before. We'll be fine.
Lead the way then.
What a ridiculous situation we've got ourselves in. Explain to me how Freddy ended up being the main suspect.
Well, he was trying to shift the blame onto Q, but Freddy was the one who had a problem with Lucas.
To think that dimwit could pull off a murder.
Mark my words, Freddy will pay for poisoning Reuben.
There's no proof that Freddy had anything to do with that.
Well, who else? If he managed to keep cool about Lucas, he could have pulled off the second murder.
Nothing's certain yet, but Freddy won't get away with this.
Hasn't he already? I don't see him anywhere.
We must have missed something important, people. Let's just...
Okay, I'll look for any clues or a trail. The grass over there looks trampled. There's something behind the grass.
It looks like footprints? Someone.
No, two people walked through here.
Hey, anything caught your eye there, Carla?
Any idea what's inside that shabby house?
Dust and depression? No, I've never seen what's behind that door.
Let's tear the place apart. Someone must be hiding in there.
I'll investigate the house quietly. You two should keep a lookout here.
Don't mind if I do. Just be careful.
Looks like some type of a lock. I should take a closer look at it. Let's see what secrets this house is hiding. It's pitch black in here. Good thing I brought that lantern. And that's a perfect place to hang it too. Well, no sign of Freddy here, but I should still look around. Boarded up windows. Seems about right for an abandoned house. Why is the well barred with a pipe? Ah! It's Freddy! He's in the well.
How? That's horrible.
He was a bastard, but damn. Did he get himself killed?
I think someone murdered him, Jax. He wasn't here alone. There was another set of footprints outside.
But why? Who would have done this?
It had to be someone Freddy trusted. An accomplice, perhaps?
And who on earth is that?
All I know is that nobody's safe. Not anymore. Let's see if anything here can tell us the whole story.
I need a moment. I'm sorry. Any clues about Freddy's death, Carla?
Seems like when he fell, he hit his head and drowned.
Damn, that's grim. And for all I know, either of you could have killed him.
Hey, aren't you the one who's always despised Freddy?
That's fair, but I had nothing to do with this.
Enough! We should bring Freddy's body back first and point fingers later.
And how do you propose we get him out?
There's some old rope outside, but I'm not going there while a killer's on the loose.
I'll get it. Just don't go at each other's throats while I'm gone.
No promises.
I just hope the rope will be strong enough. Okay, I've got the rope. And you'll have to lower me into the well, and I'll tie the rope to Freddy.
Are you sure? It'll be gruesome seeing Wolf like that.
It'd be best if you did the heavy lifting here, Jax.
If Portia would be so kind as to lift a finger too, we can manage this together.
Yeah, whatever.
Carla, secure the rope on the well. Let's get this over with. Are you ready?
I doubt anyone can be. Dear God. You're good to go.
Let's get the poor guy to the mansion.
You two go ahead. I'll take another photo first.
Suit yourself.
Just don't take too long. It's getting dark already.
Roger that.
All right, this shouldn't take too long.
Now to head back to the mansion and face the grim news. A stove? I wonder who used to live here before. Who's there? Stop right there! Oh God! Please, no! Tell me I didn't.
You should work on your aim, miss.
Oh, Q. Can you walk?
Slowly, but yes.
Let's get you back to the mansion then. Dr. Cat, I'm so glad you're here.
What happened, Carla? He's barely holding on to his consciousness.
No idea. I found him roughed up like this in the jungle.
Well, we best hope Q can pull through to tell his tale. He's not critically wounded, but we have to treat the cuts before they're infected. I'll start stitching him up, and you can grab some peroxide from my room.
Right away. The door's locked. It might be from a power surge. I can't go back without the peroxide. There must be something I can do. Of course! The electrical panel! Maybe I can reset the door lock. Okay, I hope there's a switch for the door lock. All that's left to do is turn it back on again. I hope it worked. Finally. I got the peroxide. I should hurry back to Dr. Cat. What's going on?
He's too fatigued to stay upright.
I hope he hasn't suffered a lethal trauma.
Luckily, no. I've only noted a number of cuts and bruises all over his body. The larger wounds suggest that Q must have fallen from a high point.
The peroxide will prevent infection, right? I have it on me.
That's right. I trust you can disinfect the cuts on Q's legs. Oh, and take some medical plasters off that table to apply afterward.
Peroxide first. Medical plasters second. Got it. Hang in there, Q. Hang in there, Q. I just need the medical plaster box, nothing else. Of course it's empty. I hope the plasters are still in the bag. I need to find all the medical plasters first. Okay, that should be enough. Now I can treat the cuts on Q's leg. First, peroxide. Then, medical plasters. I got this. All done.
Great job, Carla. Q was lucky to run into you. Still, I can't shake off the feeling that his accident is connected to Freddy.
True. The timings and locations of both events are suspiciously similar.
And the Navarro mansion is slowly turning into a madhouse. All this is weighing everyone down, and Freddy's death may be the breaking point.
Where was Freddy's body moved to?
He's down in the walk-in fridge, as you might have guessed. Everyone else is also down in the basement, fighting about the situation.
Given the circumstances, it's not surprising. I'll go check the situation downstairs and let Reuben know that Q is back. Janet, what happened?
You should leave, Carla.
Why? What's...
Everyone's ripping each other apart in the kitchen. It's awful. And people were saying nasty things about you.
What could they possibly say?
It's Jax. He thinks you had something to do with the murders. I said he was talking garbage, so we ended up having a fight. It's so stupid.
Oh, thanks for having my back, Janet. I guess I'll try to defuse the situation then.
Good luck. Everyone's in the kitchen.
Oh, look! The mystery girl is here.
Huh?
Carla, don't mind him.
Nobody knows what her deal is anyway. Carla's the outcast. She could be the killer.
Watch your tongue, Jax.
Why are you so protective of her?
I asked Carla to come. She's not guilty of anything.
Enough! Blaming each other won't get us anywhere.
Well, I won't spend another second with the kidder.
Oh, give me a break.
This ain't over, Reuben. I'll find out the truth, sooner or later.
Looks like all rationality has gone out the window.
That's what happens when despair and fear take root. People lose their heads.
Can you blame anyone for freaking out? I mean, I can barely hold myself together.
That's obvious, but we should still try to contain the situation.
Our only hope is to identify the killer before it's too late.
Right now, Q's our best bet for a possible lead.
Isn't he still in the jungle?
Oh, about that. Q's heavily wounded, but he's back at the mansion.
How did you forget to mention that? Where is he?
In the dining hall. Dr. Kat's keeping an eye on him.
Let's go check up on him. Oh, Q. What happened to him out there?
It's still a mystery, Reuben. He's been unconscious for a while now.
Is there any way we can bring him around?
A bucket of cold water won't do the trick, if that's what you mean.
I have some smelling salts in my room. They're potent enough to wake a dead man. Used to work like a charm when someone got knocked out in a fight.
Good idea. I'll get them from the castle suite. The lever is missing. I think this is what we needed. I should head back. I've got the smelling salts.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give them to me and let's wake the boy. This should wake him up. Welcome back, Q.
Sam, give him a moment, please.
Mr. Navarro, you're okay.
Thanks to Carla's bravery, and your notes are miraculous, no doubt.
Gracias.
We need to ask you some questions, son. Where did you get these injuries, Q?
I was walking across the jungle bridge, and I didn't notice a rotten plank. As it snapped, I just fell through into the canyon.
Why were you crossing the bridge in the first place?
I was going to the ruins to pick up Miraculous for Mr. Navarro, of course.
Why didn't you wait for me, though?
You'd accused me of killing my best friend, señorita.
Cut the bull. You murdered him, didn't you?
Not again. I've already told Carla. I did not kill Lucas.
I meant Freddy.
Mr. Wolf is dead.
Don't act stupid, boy. You and Freddy both went missing in the damn jungle. Yet here you are, alive and breathing, while Freddy was murdered in cold blood.
That's... No. Why would I murder Freddy?
He wanted to frame you for Lucas's death. He said you two had argued by the pool.
Well, see, Lucas was almost family, and we had our disagreements, but...
Save your speech for the judge, boy. Now, Miss Page, tell me where you found Q.
Well, I was returning from the jungle and saw someone moving in the foliage. It was dark and I freaked and fired the gun at...
What? I knew you weren't fit to carry a weapon.
But it could have been the killer.
Carla, you shot a gun?
Hand over the weapon now, Miss Page. That's what you should have done in the first place.
Samuel, this interrogation is becoming excessive, don't you think?
With 2 dead bodies and an attempt on your life, I think I'm being too liberal.
There's no proof.
Shouldn't we examine Freddy's body before throwing the blame around?
Fine, I'll allow it. But Q isn't leaving my sight until proven innocent.
Carla, would you help me in the walk-in fridge?
Oh, of course.
Poor soul. I wasn't fond of him, but this is just plain wrong. Let's check if Freddy was carrying anything that could help us.
I think there's something in here. Huh, it's a ring. Looks like there's a gem missing in the middle. The shape of it looks the same as the sapphire I found before. Maybe it fits? A perfect fit.
What's that, Carla?
I found a broken ring in one of Freddy's pockets. The strangest thing about it is that I found a gem before that fits perfectly into that ring. The gem must have made its way into the laundry Mrs. Bird was doing.
What? Do you think the ring is Freddy's?
I doubt it. It looks too narrow to fit his finger, but it might be a lead to finding his killer. Let's see if there's anything else suspicious on Freddy. Empty. 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 There's something in his jeans pocket. Why does Freddy have a lighter with Margot's name on it?
Found something in his pocket? What is it?
A lighter.
I don't remember seeing Freddy smoke.
And we already know the boat was torched in a different way. Actually, what's even weirder is that Margot's name is written on the lighter. I think that's what you call a lead. Time for a talk with Margot.
Go ahead. I saw Margot walking into the club room while I was treating Q.
You not coming with me?
For now, I'll be more useful if I stay behind and try to determine his time of death.
Chérie, what brings you here?
I found a lighter that might belong to you.
Oh, let me see. Yes, I gave this lighter to Freddy before. Where did you find it?
I found it on Freddy. Now, do you know why he needed the lighter?
I'm not sure. I think he did mention something about his fireplace, though.
His fireplace? Thanks, Margot. That's really helpful. Next stop, Freddy's room. Looks like there's something under the ash. I need to clear the ash. Maybe with a brush? Burnt note pieces? What did Freddy try to get rid of? I need a space to reassemble the pieces. This table looks like a good spot. Yes, I did it! I should take a photo of the note. That must be the old lighthouse ahead of the ruins. I gotta follow this lead.
Carla! Thank goodness. I was worried about you still out in the jungle. What happened to Mr. Wolf is just grotesque.
Oh no, you saw Freddy's body too, didn't you?
Yes, I watched the others carry him downstairs just before the arguing started. And I thought I'd seen enough death in my lifetime.
Wait, are you saying you've been through something similar?
Sadly, I've coped with much worse. Before Esperanza, I was living in a rough area, driven by crime and bloodshed.
Where are you originally from?
Born and raised in London, but it certainly wasn't a nice place at the time. I had to do some bad things to survive, Carla. And I paid for them, too.
What kind of life did you lead exactly?
I robbed, assaulted, anything that put food on the table, dear. It was a long, long time ago, but it's a burden I still carry.
How did you end up on Esperanza?
After prison, a truly wicked man blackmailed me to work for him. My past mistakes were his leverage. Luckily, I met Reuben, who took me away from that life. For that, I can never repay him.
So, Reuben knows about your underworld past?
I laid it all out on the table, but Reuben couldn't care less. He told me it's not the past that defines us, but the future we strive for.
That's one hell of a quote.
Thanks for the warm chat, Carla. I couldn't keep my mind off Q's disappearance.
Wait, nobody told you? Q is back. I found him wandering in the jungle.
Goodness me. Is the poor boy all right?
Just a bit bruised. He's with the Admiral, who seems to suspect him of Freddy's murder.
What nonsense. I'll find that man and give him a piece of my mind.
Well, let's catch up later. I'm following a lead that might just acquit Q.
Of course, Carla. Just be careful out there.
I should investigate the lighthouse before the crime gets pinned on Q. Just my luck. The handle is missing. Without it, I won't be able to open the door. No can do. Any chance I'll find the handle lying around nearby? I can't see anything. I need to turn the light on first. I need something to loosen the vise with.
Great! I might be able to get into the lighthouse now. Just dust and mold down here.
Oh, wow! That's the whole of Isla Esperanza. Was someone watching the mansion from up here? It's too dark in here. I can barely see a thing. Is that a glow stick? Maybe I can use it. At last, enough light to look around. Let's see what evidence I can find. That's the wine I brought Freddy before. Did he spend the night here? What was he up to? Maybe he left something else behind. It's too dark to see anything on this side. This case looks strangely modern. What's it doing up here? Locked. Well, I shouldn't leave it here. It might be important. Actually, I could use the Admiral's expertise on this case. I'd better find him. Whoa! Calm down, little buddy. Someone seems to be in a bad mood.
Carla, I've been worried sick about you out there. Did you find what you were looking for?
Well, I discovered a weird electronic case. I'm hoping the Admiral can identify it.
Oh, I've already given him a mouthful for locking Q up.
So, did you convince him to release Q?
Not a chance. He couldn't care less about my truth or anyone else's for that matter.
So, where is the Admiral right now?
He's in the game room, keeping an eye on the criminal.
I'll go have a word with him. Everything will be all right, Mrs. Bird.
If you say so, dear.
Keep your voice down, Sam.
You know why this is happening, Reuben. Let's just hope those files burnt with my boat.
Sam, nobody else knows about the project. It's just us two and Portia, all right?
Portia, do you really trust her?
With my life.
Well, I sure as hell doubt her. Don't forget, this is bigger than any of us, Reuben.
Whoa, the secret project really stirred up the waters. There must be a clue at the boat wreckage. Now I have two important leads to follow. Which one first? This file looks important. I need to take a proper look at it out of the water. So this must be the project they were talking about. Not much left after the fire. Gene modification? That's big. What is Reuben really working on here? I'll ask Reuben once he's alone. I doubt he'll answer me with the Admiral around.
Carla? What are you doing here?
Just clearing my head. You?
I just wanted some time alone, away from Jax. And I haven't even told him about my feelings for Reuben yet.
Why? Are you afraid of what he might do?
No, not exactly. I don't want to hurt Jax. He's been through a lot already. I'll confess to him. I will. I just need a little more time. Are you heading back to the mansion now?
Yeah, I need to get some answers. It's a long story.
Oh, okay. Don't let me keep you.
He keeps passing out. Samuel, can't you hold off on the interrogation?
He'll be fine. Carla, I assume Freddy's examination is finished?
Dr. Cat is still inspecting the body, but I wanted to show you something else. I found a suspicious case at the lighthouse, just on the outskirts of the island.
The lighthouse? What made you go there?
A sketch from Freddy's room led me to it.
You're quite the tracker, Ms. Page. Go on then. Put the case on the soccer table. That's an advanced military-grade case with a digital lock. Any idea why it'd be in the lighthouse, Reuben?
Not a clue. We stopped work on the lighthouse renovations quite a while ago. Who would have put the case there?
Well, Freddy clearly had some business up there, so maybe it was him.
And where would that fool get such an exclusive case? If only we could open this damn thing. Well, well, would you look at that? And this seems to be a hint for the digital lock on the case.
Maybe I could crack the code. I'm quite good at puzzles and things.
Be my guest.
Job well done. Time to see what's inside. Binoculars? Why were they in the lighthouse?
Are those binoculars? Show them to me. Of course, this is military-grade equipment. They don't issue such things to civilians.
So it couldn't belong to our guests.
All I'm saying is a regular person would have to go through lots of trouble and paperwork.
But you have the right clearance for such equipment, don't you?
Considering every possibility, Ms. Page, that's why I like you. But you're wrong to assume that I had anything to do with this. However, given enough time, I may be able to trace the origin of these binoculars.
Yes, that could be a breakthrough.
Let's agree to pursue this tomorrow, Admiral. We're all too tired for an all-nighter.
Fair enough, but I'll stay to keep an eye on Q.
Could we speak in private before I go, Reuben? It's important.
I don't doubt it, Carla. But forgive me, my head really is pounding.
Okay, I'll catch up with you tomorrow then.
Sleep tight.
I should just go to bed and get this day over with.